up, Luvy's Fat Knife Nation of 18? How are you guys doing out there? Man, we have got a great show tonight. I mean, we got a packed head and tail, and then a special guest coming in to go against Josh and Michelle. It's going to be awesome tonight.
We're going to have fun.
Man, we got the solo cup here.
Absolutely.
Let's make sure we got the solo cup in here. And, why do we use the solo cup? Let's just look and see why. Luke Combs. I mean, if you like country music, you got to like Luke Combs, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, and then this rocker right here, we've showed it before, but this rocker is one of our favorites as well. He uses a solo cup as well, and I got to get my thumb right here. We got the new camera set up differently here, but this... David Grohl with the Foo Fighters. Who doesn't like the Foo Fighters? I mean, it's kind of like tonight. We got the Rock and Rollers coming on at the end, and then we got Adventures Ahead who likes the tropical and the Kenny Chesney, and Anthony just went outside because I heard the beep noise, What is that kid doing? I hope he's not running around the house naked again. You never know about Anthony. He might be running out there naked. Who knows?
It's awful cold.
It is cold outside. It's not as cold as in Texas, though. We saw it today with Wanda Byram was showing Texas. She had moved from, I think, New Jersey down to Texas, and her child, the first time they saw snow, and I think they're a teenager or early 20s. And so I need to keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Hey, and I'm going to say this at the very beginning, and then we're going to have a good time. But I posted this today on Facebook. Please, everybody, keep Sean and Steph in your prayers. They posted yesterday a video, and it was just really touching and moving. And Michelle's an oncology nurse, so she sees a lot of what they're going through. And just such a fabulous couple. I don't know them personally. I just kind of have called into them when we watch their vlogs and their videos, and it's such a fun couple to watch. But, hey, keep those guys, lift them up in your prayers. But they're going through a tough time right now. So, Absolutely. Again, they early on when we started watching, they were one of the couples that we saw, and we really just fell in love with them, even though we never met them. They just seemed like such a fun couple. And they're going through a rough time now. But, hey, tonight, just kind of let everybody knows what's going on. It's about 7:05 now. It's about time to bring Adventures Ahead in. They're the defending national champions of Luvy's Fat Life, or the, I don't know, food and travel, whatever you want to say, genre. But, hey, they're not even married yet. This is the Not So Newlywed game show.
And they kicked butt.
And they kicked butt last time. It came down to the last question, and Cruising Through Life with Al and Jeannie gave them a hard, tough battle. Yep. But they came through and won, and then they took their winnings and bought something, invested back into you guys, back into the cruising community. Hey, nothing else to say. Let's just go ahead and play their intro, and then bam, they'll be right in here. Guess what?
What?
I didn't add them to the stream. Adventures Ahead.
Hi guys.
Hey, that's my first screw up of the night. I'm going to have plenty of them. Put a one up for Mike.
Yeah, I need to write that
down.
It's
too many solo cups early in the game tonight. Okay, because I'm pretty sure there is something in the solo cup.
Oh, you're not to the expertise of us yet when it comes to lives. We understand.
We are striving to get there.
I'm working hard at it. I don't even have the O-ring like you guys bought or whatever you call it, the O-ring. What do you call that thing?
Ring light?
Ring
Yes.
light. Oh, I said O-ring. That might be a different show. That might be the Love and Marriage show, not the Not So Newlywed game show, right?
Let's continue on.
So, hey, defending champions. We're getting ready to bring in a couple in here that's been married over 20 years. What do you guys have to say ahead of time? I mean, are you getting excited, a little nervous tonight? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time to be together, and we have not been together that long, and we don't know everything about each other, that's for sure.
No.
Like, we just don't pay attention to things a lot, I guess, so. But we'll see what happens.
Cool. So, how many years have y'all been together?
7 years.
7 years. Oh, that's still pretty good. That's still a pretty good
wow.
time. It was about time to put a ring on it, Josh. So I think it's about time.
Yeah.
February of next year, right? February of next year, right?
Yeah, February next year.
All right. So I'm gonna count to three. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and we're just gonna add this other couple in here tonight. So again, this couple's been married quite a few years. I'm sure they know quite a bit about each other. If not, it might be an early exit from the show or from, I don't know. Surely they'll stick to marriage. I hope so. All right. So we're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1.
Ah! You jokers.
Oh, look at us. We pull one over on you.
Yeah.
I think they kind of had a hint of that, but I was like, did y'all have any clue at all?
We talked about it.
Yeah, we said, well, maybe it's degenerates, and I said, well, but the last time they didn't just use the people they were bringing on next, so maybe they won't, So
Cool deal. So yeah, we got the Degenerate Cruisers, and I think Jason and Krista, real quick, you guys were talking about earlier a cool little story about Adventures Ahead and how you guys kind of got into this. So this will be kind of soften them up so they'll take it easy on you during the actual game. But you guys want to explain how you know Adventures Ahead and cruising, the cruising community?
We were initially, our 25th anniversary, we were going to take a 7-day cruise. We're going out on the Miracle. And we had been on a cruise once before. It was a horrible experience and all our fault. And so we wanted to be prepared so we would have a good time in our 25th anniversary cruise. So we started searching YouTube. It seemed like a go-to place to see the video.
Right.
And, we enjoyed a lot of creators out there and found a lot of good creators. And then we stumbled upon an Adventures Ahead video that wasn't even on the ship that we were going on.
No.
But we, 5 seconds into, we're like, our people. Oh, my God, this is fantastic. We love these guys, totally undiluted, authentic, genuine cruising that we could identify with.
They drink, they get drunk, they eat, they gamble. It's our people.
Yeah. So, and just, the way they talk and, just spelling it out the way it really is. Things that weren't a positive experience for them, they just say it. They don't sugarcoat it. Just how it went is exactly the story you get. So it helped us a lot on our cruise, even though they weren't on any of the ships that we've been on. But it was just that way we knew kind of what to expect. So obviously they're OG and they would have to go run babies over for us not to love them.
Oh, I'm not running babies over.
Hey, can I say something? The first time I remember seeing you guys, I think, Jason, you might have posted something on our Facebook page, and we were like, who's this guy? Because we didn't know who you were. And then we clicked on your vlog, and we're like, it's over an hour. Like, what the heck? Because remember your vlog were over an hour at first, and we're like,
we watched it.
We watched it, and I remember one year. I think that wasn't the first thing we saw of you. The first thing we saw of you was you guys were driving in your car, and you were just talking to the camera about what you guys had going on or whatever it was. Cool. And we're like,
how we paid for our cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where y'all were doing DoorDash or something. Y'all were showing how to sleep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good video. We were going back to
editing techniques of mine to end up with an hour and 15-minute video on driving in a car.
It originally was 6 hours, right, Jason? You got it down to an hour?
Yeah, I whittled that way down.
All right, so hey, we're going to jump into this contest here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Does everybody have something to cover up your eyes and also a pen or paper so we can show cool deal, so we can show what you're going to write? So this first round, we're going to say ladies are first. So guys, you will need to be blindfolded. The guys will need to be blindfolded. We're going to be asking the ladies questions, and guys, you will be right. You will be guessing what the ladies will say. So ladies, when you answer this is your honest opinion. This is coming from you, and the guys will have to guess what you're saying. Okay? You all right, Michelle? You're like a deer in a headlight. Michelle, y'all are the defending champions, so I mean, you should like have this. You should already be like, "Oh, I got this. I got this."
We do got it.
Yeah,
I know you got it. All right,
baby.
All right.
Thanks.
So the first question, ladies, are you ready? This is the ladies answering this, and guys, you will eventually have to answer this on what the ladies will say. What is your biggest pet peeve? What is your biggest pet peeve?
Can I write more than one?
All right, so Miss Michelle's done. Whenever Chris is done, just give us a thumbs up, and we'll go to question number 2. All right. All right, Michelle, you want to ask this question?
This is the best question. If your partner could be compared to a cereal, what would it be? Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, Honey Bunches of Oats, Rice Krispies, or Cocoa Puffs?
And go ahead and say those cereals again, so that guy knows a lot of them.
Yes, it was. Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, Honey Bunches of Oats, Rice Krispies, or Cocoa Puffs?
Josh acts like they got this one. They must eat one of those cereals, and you can tell.
He is smiling, that's for sure. And he's got his bra on again tonight.
yeah. Look at
It's Michelle's bra. What do you say his bra? I mean, you can tell a 40 triple D when you see it, you know? All right, ladies, y'all got that one done? Y'all ready to go? All right. Your spouse or significant other, your future spouse, ask you to stop and get fast food. Where do you stop? So, guys, you're going to guess what the ladies are going to say. The ladies are going to decide on where they're going to go get this fast food.
We got this one wrong.
Yeah, we were.
Ladies are deciding. Okay.
Okay, so I'll pick what she says.
Yes. The guys will guess what the ladies say. Everything is directed towards the ladies this time. And, guys, you're going to guess what they're going to say. Oh, they're ready to go. Ladies are quick tonight.
All right. If I could take one thing, or if you could take one thing to a deserted island, and the partner is not included, what would it be?
If I could take one thing to a deserted island, and that's not your significant other, what would it be? And it can be in the Caribbean if you wanted to. Adventures Ahead. I mean, I know you want to be in the Caribbean. So.
Hey, now that matched up. Caribbean, it matched up.
You're right. I had to back off of that.
Not the same answer.
Oh,
All right, ladies, are you, Michelle still? You good, Michelle?
That's a hard one.
Michelle's still guessing here. Kristen, Kristen went pretty quick there.
Yeah,
There may be some confidence here from the Degenerate Cruisers that we just didn't know.
maybe.
I just answered your questions. I don't know if he's going to know the answers.
We've been getting by for 33 years by ignoring each other. Now you're telling us we're supposed to know?
I'm good.
Over here.
All right, so ladies, y'all your answers, and y'all want to go ahead and flip back to your first page, the first question, before the guys take it off. Well, take off the mask, not take it off, but.
I'm good.
You good, Krista? You back to the first one?
Yeah.
First question was, what is your biggest pet peeve? All right, guys, you can take off your blinders now. And
Ring light.
blinded by the ring light, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here goes the fun, right? So we
Absolutely.
got going back to the very first question. We'll start with Adventures Ahead because they're on top, and then we'll go down to Degenerates, and then go Degenerates again. No more drinking, right? No more
No
solo
more for
cup. I
you.
gotta stop drinking tonight.
Hand it over, buddy.
All right. Wait a second. All right. So Michelle's going to show her answer, but remember, don't do what we did last time.
I know.
Josh is going to say the answer first. What is your biggest pet peeve? This is what is Michelle's biggest pet peeve?
Like just in general?
Yep. It's worth 5 points. 5 points.
I'm gonna say like stupid drivers.
Oh. That's not what I said. I said people touching me.
Oh yeah, that too.
Man.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Sorry about that. All right, so now we're going to go to Krista and Jason. So, Jason, what do you think Krista's going to say on this same thing? What is her biggest pet peeve?
From day one, which like totally Krista and I compliment each other by being completely different. I work in construction very, very early. It was my career. And it's always a 5 a.m. start at the yard, and then you drive to the job site, and which means if you're going to get 8 hours sleep, you better put your ass in bed. So the thing when I leave town to go to work, you can call her up at midnight. She's watching Magic Mike. So definitely, if I'm right, the thing that's pissed her off the most in 33 years is me going, "You ready for bed? You ready for bed? You ready for bed?" Now we even start at the same time, and she would rather still stay up till midnight. I'm like, dude, you start. We get in the same car.
10 p.m. bedtime. Oh, yes, that's right.
I have multiple.
All right, so it's a
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, and 5 if you want.
I'll be like 9:50. I'll go to the bathroom. I come out, the TV's off, the lights are shut down.
Yeah, you don't want to sneak away when it's close to bedtime. I will shut this thing down.
I'm like, what happened? And he's like, well, it's time for bed. And I'm like, but the TV show isn't even over yet.
It is now.
It drives me nuts.
And then she hates it when I rush her. Krista's like, if we're going to leave at 7 o'clock, at 6:59, she's finally putting her shoes on. I'm standing like the car's warmed up. I'm honking the horn.
It drives me nuts.
So it would be a tie between that. But the contention has definitely been on bedtime.
Yes.
Just
All
when
right,
you
so-
wanna beat her up for a little future.
The only advantage of this was it was only worth 5 points. That's still a good start. 5-0. This round is worth 10 points. And this one goes back to the cereal. Michelle, you want to read that one?
Yes. If your partner could be compared to a cereal, what would it be? Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, Honey Bunches of Oats, Rice Krispies, or Cocoa Puffs?
All right, so we're going to stay at the bottom here with Jason. What do you think Krista said for the cereal?
If I had to guess, I'm going to go with Honey Bunches of Oats because she calls me Honey. And, I'm a little oat-shaped. I'm going to, there's that. No? Am I off here? I'm not oat-shaped? I'm an Adonis. Thank you. So I'm going to guess I'm not right.
No.
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 Rice Krispie.
What?
Snap,
Like
crackle, pop. I mean,
Marshmallow.
Oh, yes, because you're yummy and honey.
Squishy.
And I
Like
I
a Honey Bunches of O.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Good try. But Josh, what do you think Michelle's going to say for you?
Fruit Loops.
Boom! Yes! Ten to five, and Adventures Ahead takes the lead. So this one's worth 15 points this round.
Oh man,
we'll stay at the top here with Adventures Ahead.
Oh,
and this is the question to you, Josh, and this is what Michelle answered. Your spouse asks you to stop and get fast food.
Oh,
where do you stop?
McDonald's.
Boom! 15 more points.
Wow.
Man, what are they going to get? Are they going to get a
That's
microphone?
Michelle's like favorite, so I knew that.
I do like McDonald's.
And she worked there for like 10 years.
What do you eat at McDonald's?
I like a Big Mac.
That's classic Big Mac. Yeah, fries, and they got some of the best fries in the game, right? I mean, they got some of the best fries.
Have you tried their strawberry pies? Do they have strawberry pies where you're at? Oh, it's really good.
Yeah. All right. So, Degenerate Cruisers, Krista and Jason here.
Think like I think.
So, yeah, Krista, this question is supposed to be directed to Krista, and Jason's supposed to guess what she thinks.
She's supposed to guess what she thinks I'm going to answer.
He should know this.
All right. So what restaurant is this, Krista? Oh, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I messed up. Jason, you tell me.
It's easy. It's Chipotle. It's only Chipotle. And it's weird because she doesn't even like Mexican food, but it's the most un-Mexican joint in the world.
Boom! Yes!
Very
Chipotle.
good.
Because she doesn't want the tortilla.
Right?
I agree. They've got great food.
So now it's it looks like it's 25 to 20. Adventures Ahead. It's still ahead by 5. And this one right here is 20 points for this one right here.
This is a hard one.
So this one we're gonna stay up with Adventures Ahead, but we're gonna let Michelle read this one off again.
All right. If I could take one thing to a deserted island, partner not included, what would it be?
Oh man. I don't even know, man. This is hard. I guess her phone.
Her phone?
It was hard for me too, but that's
Oh my god!
Oh! No wonder they're not so newlywed champs.
Well, you know what I thought? I said, well, she freaking calls her mom every day. She needs to call her mom, so she's gonna want a phone.
But it's a deserted island, and you're not going to have any power.
yeah. I'm on my phone like literally 9 hours a day though.
Yeah, so yeah, phone.
Yeah, you would have it at least for 9 hours until it died, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
what-
right. True.
Go.
So
All right, so we got to go down here to Krista and Jason. Jason is going to guess what Krista said on the one thing that she would have on the island.
She just was giving me a giant clue that it wouldn't be her phone because there wouldn't be any power.
Oh, subliminal message. I didn't even catch up on
Yeah.
that.
Thinking she would bring Bob with a lot of batteries.
Well, I can't have him, but no.
No?
No, Bob.
So where would you go from here?
Well,
I mean, if you couldn't take me to a desert island, who's going to barbecue for you?
right? That's my whole point.
Groceries. You would bring groceries.
You're close.
You gotta eat. You gotta eat. So you would have to bring some groceries.
Fishing pole.
God, you are very smart.
Yeah, it's close, but not quite. But that was smart.
It's
That was
close.
smart. We'll have to do.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
All right. So now we're going round 2, and after round 1, it is 45 to 20. But still, it could be flipped around the second
Yeah,
round. You never know
close
what's going
game,
to
close
go.
game.
Yeah. So go ahead, and this time, ladies, you will put the blinder on, and the guys will get the pen and pad, and they will be writing down their answers. So, ladies, you're going to be guessing what the guys would say. We're asking the guys. The ladies are blindfolded, and you're going to be guessing. The guys are going to be answering this from their perspective, and the ladies, you're going to have to guess what they would say. So, question number 1. I really wish my spouse or significant other would blank at home. I really wish my partner would blank at home.
Probably cook.
You're not supposed to answer for me.
Oh. I'm thirsty.
I don't hear any writing.
Because I don't know what to say.
So, guys, when you guys are finished, when you got the answer and you're ready to go to the next one, just give me a thumbs up. All right, Josh and Jason are both ready. All right, so second question, Michelle's going to ask it.
If your partner could choose one thing of yours to get rid of, what would it be?
So this is the guys answering from their perspective, and the ladies are going to answer based on what they think the guys would say. All right, good deal. All right, so question number 3. This will be worth 15 points, so it could be an easy one for you down the road. My favorite dessert on a cruise ship is... My favorite dessert on a cruise ship is, and this is the guy's perspective.
All right. Okay. What was Carnival's first cruise ship's name?
The very first cruise ship by Carnival. What was its name? All right, guys, y'all are done. You feel
That
good?
is like
All
really
right,
quick.
so if y'all can go back to the very first question and answer, the very first question was, I really wish my spouse would blank at home. That's going to be the one you guys get ready to turn over.
Are y'all good over there?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Can I take it off?
Oh,
Take it
yeah.
off.
Take it off.
Just a blonder, just a blonder, just a blonder. All right. So,
Welcome back.
Hey, it's really bright.
welcome back. All right. So, ladies, we're going to be asking you to give the answers on what the guys would said this round. We're going to go back to question number 1, and we're going to jump down to Krista and Jason. So, Krista, what would Jason have said? I really wish my spouse would blank at home.
Well, it's either. Wow, that's a list. Cook?
Jason? Clean. No.
You gave away
Man.
your answer.
Oh.
You just
Well,
gave her the
that's number
subliminal
2.
answer earlier when you said she likes to cook all the time or something. Oh, good try. All right. Going up the top to Josh and Michelle.
If she gets this, I would be amazed.
I was gonna say clean actually, so
Right?
What is that? What you say?
clean.
I said edit more.
Oh,
Edit. Well, you know I always get out here about editing.
yeah.
All right. We're going to go to question number 2. Michelle's going to read it.
If your partner could choose one thing of yours to get rid of, what would it be?
All right, Michelle.
Is he choosing one thing of mine to get rid of?
No, you're choosing one thing.
Or
of
am I
mine.
choosing one thing of
Yeah,
his?
you're choosing what he's going to say.
Oh, action
Well, I said toy/game collection, so that works.
No, that's not right.
Well,
That is not the same.
okay.
It's close, but I don't think we could count it, right? I don't think it would be fair to count that, right? But Michelle's give in to anybody. Oh, yeah, count it. I'm going to say it doesn't count.
Okay.
I'm going to say it doesn't count. All
All
right.
right.
Wow.
An action
They're
figure.
action figures. They're not toys.
Well, that's what I said.
They're collectibles. They're not toys. They're collectibles.
It's a collection. See?
I didn't want to say toys because they're not toys.
See, I tell Anthony clean up your toys and their action figures, but they're not. I mean, Josh's is worth a lot more than what Anthony's are.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go down to the bottom here with Jason and Krista. What would you say, Krista?
You
Jason,
would want me to get rid of my cat.
What would you get rid of for me?
Oh,
that I
I get
have?
rid
Her cat is an asshole, by the way.
of. You have?
What drives you nuts that I have?
I only can list one thing.
Ow! Oh, get a doctor. Right in the heart.
Oh.
Don't look to me for a clue. It's supposed to make a fair game out of it. Surprised it took you this long to come up with it.
Your rock collection?
Scream Queen memorabilia. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Wait, Jason, you have a rock collection?
I do.
Yes.
You got a rock collection?
Rock collection.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons we had to drive ourselves across the country, because I didn't want to pay to haul 400 pounds of rocks across the country.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's
Wow.
cool.
I have
Are they
my
really
entire
common?
So that's a real pet rock thing that you saw back in the 70s and 80s that had the pet rock things, and it's a real thing.
I have some really cool rocks.
He
Thank
does
you.
have some really cool rocks. But no, his Scream Queen collection is in a room that I don't see very often. He's got like this piece of shit Walmart purse that has like been through the dryer and the washer and someone drove over it. And I'm like finding pieces on the floor. It's literally disintegrating in front of our eyes. And it's hanging on the wall. And then he buys these comic books that are basically porn mags from the 80s. And he frames them.
Not
So, yeah,
Jason.
that's number 2.
Heavens no.
I
Classic.
can't believe it. I can't believe this out of Jason. I would never have thought this.
Yeah, heavens no. Heavens no.
Oh, gosh, you can tell y'all been waiting a long time.
Yeah. Do they know who she is?
Michelle Bauer,
Right?
Brink Stevens. I mean, everybody out there knows.
Yeah.
It's you that doesn't know. Fred Olin Ray movies.
Yeah, sorry.
Got his autograph. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so we're going to go. The last two questions are worth 15 and 20 points, right?
Yes.
So what's the score now? We got 0 round. Nobody's got anything
We
this
still
round.
got 20 or 45 and 20.
So it's 25. There's 25-point difference here, and the last two questions are worth 35 if you add them up together. So
You get a senior discount because we don't remember that.
I think y'all started out +5 to start with. So, all right. So my favorite dessert on a cruise ship is, so Michelle, you basically could almost seal this game and it'd be over right now if you guess what Josh said, if you get this right. I don't think there's a way they can
No
come
pressure or anything.
back. Because it would be 60-20 and they're
Okay.
so there's no pressure at all.
Take them out.
Chocolate melting cake.
Yes, chocolate melting cake.
Wow. Man.
Hey,
Right.
Wow.
so
Well, for the fun of
Yeah,
it,
we got to finish this for the fun of it. But I mean, yeah, that was pretty impressive. I mean,
You guys were meant to be together. You know that?
yeah, I mean, I don't know why you didn't get married 5 years ago.
yeah, that's the only dessert we both like. So to be fair,
All right, Krista, can you go to answer it for Jason?
His go-to is chocolate melting cake.
upside
Bam!
down.
Upside down chocolate mountain cake. All right, so we'll go ahead and go to the last question here. And I'm sure you guys got this one right. This was kind of a softball for 20 points. But Krista, do you know what Jason would have said as far as what was Carnival's first cruise ship as far as its name?
Could you guess? Could you? No pressure. First Carnival cruise ship?
First Carnival cruise ship. Shit, I know the name because they're just.
Is it the first Carnival ship we sailed on or the first Carnival ship?
The first Carnival ship, Carnival. The Carnival came out with it.
It's not the Titanic.
But no, that wasn't a Carnival ship.
that was 1910 or whatever.
That was Royal Caribbean.
Right?
Maybe NCL, I don't know.
It's it's the next ship that's coming out. I don't know.
Take a stab in the dark.
They announced it when we were on a cruise last time. I don't even have a clue.
All right.
Hold up. Let me rewrite my answer. I don't have a clue.
Mardi Gras? It's not the Mardi Gras.
Mardi
Yes,
Gras, yeah.
it
Did
is.
y'all have that right?
Well,
Yeah.
well, I don't know what she would have
What's
said,
that?
but I had Mardi
I
Gras.
would have said that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, y'all would have blown it out. That means y'all would only miss 3 questions out of the 8.
I can't
That's
believe
too
that.
low.
You know what? I was worried going against a couple that's been together for a long time. I was seriously worried. I really was. I'm not going to lie. Weren't you? Jason and Krista, I thought you guys were going to destroy us. I'm not even lying.
You guys
So
are
we're
awesome.
gonna-
You know that.
We're gonna take the Degenerate Cruisers, Krista and Jason, out just for a quick second so you can say your goodbyes and then give them their intro right back in. So
Hey,
guys,
Jason,
get ready right here. We're getting ready to bring you right back in.
Bye.
you guys.
Bye.
All right, defending champions again 2 times in a row.
Look,
I mean, my gosh. But yeah, what's next on the what are you going to order next for your your room there? I mean, another $25 gift card coming your way.
So
Wow.
maybe,
You guys are so
Maybe.
generous.
hey, maybe I'll add to that Funko Pop collection. I'm just-
You mean the toy collection you got? All right, man. Hey, congratulations again. Yay, for somebody that's
I
not
think,
married. I mean, I mean, you guys are kicking butt. You've beat
I can't. Literally, I said phone, and I didn't even. I'm just like, I don't know. I just said phone.
I had a hard time too, though.
Yeah.
so I
I
think
can't believe
maybe that maybe the people who know each other less time know each other better because they can remember it's fresh on their brain versus people who've been together
That's
forever.
what Alan, Jeannie, and me and you and the Degenerate Cruisers would say.
Yes.
Hey,
But they're not going to take it that way. They're going to say, heck no. So we're going to find out. We're going to find a couple that's been together next time for like maybe just 7 years or less. To somebody more fresh to challenge you next time instead of the veterans like ourselves. You know.
So if you ask me questions like, "What's Michelle's birthday? What is she like for this?" I wouldn't know those
Yeah.
answers.
So
But
So I need to go back and watch your Valentine video and come up with questions off of that.
yeah, if there's anything like dates of anything, Josh won't know any of that. So
We will keep that in mind.
All right, guys. We appreciate you guys again, and I know you got to work third shift tonight, right, Michelle?
yeah.
yeah, I'm working from home this week though. So
So at least you don't have to drive there. It gives you extra 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Sleep with
Hey,
my
thank you
children.
guys. Thank you guys again. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
If you have not subscribed to their channel, please do so. Also, this is a shameless plug right now. If you are a creator, a supporter, or even a travel agent, if you're in here, go ahead and put that in here. Find somebody that you hadn't subbed to. Go ahead and sub to them. Ventures Ahead is awesome. They are the 2-0 so far, 2 months back to back, and they just pretty much destroyed Krista and Jason tonight. But
hey, man, Krista and Jason, a great people. But
they're awesome people.
Miserably. So, no, I'm just kidding. They're great.
You feel really bad about beating them, right?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go cry into my pillow right after this.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, and thanks again. And I'll send it in the mail. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. So, hey, that went a little bit longer, so we might go a tad over tonight. So, at 8 o'clock, if you guys still need to head over and see Blaine tonight, that's fine. We may go just a tad over 8 o'clock because we got that was a fun game, though. I mean, that was
really
fun. A lot of fun. Learned a lot about Krista and Jason, and also Michelle and Josh. I mean,
I truly believe that.
I mean, they're tough to beat.
Yeah, and I believe that the people who haven't been together as long, it's fresh in their memory.
Maybe it is. Maybe that is the thing.
We just don't pay attention anymore.
Well, we don't pay attention to each other. Yeah, or we talk over each other and we don't listen.
That is true.
Hey, we're going to throw the intro right now for Krista and Jason and the Degenerate Cruisers right here. This is their 1 minute intro. And then we're bringing them back in to learn a little bit more about their channel and what they got going on. They're fun, as you just saw, but here's their intro that we put together for them. DC Nation, what's happening? Long time no see. Hey, I'm an ex-rocker, and I really enjoyed putting that intro together. I was trying to mix it up maybe with some reggae, like you said, or hip-hop, country, but I was like, the old rocker me, I was like, I got to rock out on this. This was pretty cool.
You crushed it, man. Thank you.
That's fine.
Oh, man, that was awesome. That was fun to go back and see some of your pictures on your pages, and it was so fun to do that. But
it's been an adventure, man. We had a good time.
Yeah. So, hey, a lot of people on here probably already know you if they're from the cruising community, but how about you guys just kind of give us a background on, and you told us a lot already with Adventures Ahead and kind of meeting them guys, but how did you come up with the name Degenerate Cruisers, and what made you start a channel, and, all that kind of good stuff? I know went back, look at your videos that you started up about 2 years ago, but give us some background, maybe some new people that's coming into the community that doesn't know you guys, and give us some background.
Short of it is we're a couple empty nesters that have decided to travel before we're not healthy enough to, or whatever the next chapter of life is. We're not going to waste our life hanging out, waiting, and making plans. We're just going to go do it. We planned our 25th anniversary cruise on the Miracle, and we didn't want to screw it up like the cruise we had been on in 2013. And we just got on the ship, and we didn't know what to do, where to go, that there were shows, that you didn't have to pay for them, that the food was in the MDR was free. We didn't know.
We
literally drove to the port, got on the ship, and said, all right, what do we do? That we pulled up in Nassau. We didn't know what even to do in Nassau, so we went down to the bars there and partied down, and we were back on the ship in a couple hours. We didn't know the Queen's Staircase was there, Port Finn Castle, or Junkanoo Beach, nothing, right?
No.
And so we started watching YouTube because we wanted to make sure that we had a really good time on that cruise. And we ran across all kinds of channels, learned a lot about the destination, the ship, how to navigate. We were reading blogs and watching vlogs, any research we could find. And then we just kind of fell into the community because we started falling into like Josh and Michelle's lives, watching Sharon at Sea and Lita Loca, Cruise Tips TV, Paro DJ,
Sean and Steph,
yeah, Dave and Brandy,
Alyssa.
yeah, you name it, man. We were watching any cruise channel that was out there to try and just be more connected to it because
Edna.
it seemed like time was at a standstill waiting for this cruise to happen. Kind of like now. And then we've always made a little vacation video for our family. My parents are deceased now. My sister lives out in California, and we would burn DVDs and put those DVDs in the mail, and then hopefully everybody could figure out what to do with that DVD. And then having watched all that YouTube, we thought, hey, why don't we just put the video from our cruise on YouTube, and then our daughter, our son, my sister, your parents, the in-laws, everybody could just watch it, and they could see what a great time we had. So
My parents still haven't figured it out.
with like zero skills of editing, as you can obviously see, if you go back to our miracle vlogs, they're 4.5 hours long, like our lives used to be. And it was kind of a shit show, but it showed everything that we did, and we had a good time at it. And I was kind of like, if you watch it, you can see that I'm like directing it to my sister, where I'd be like, hey dude, we went down to the casino, we didn't win shit and stuff like that. On day one, we got on the ship and we bought the drink package, and I was testing out drinks that I had never tried. I had never had an old fashioned in my life because I'm like, dude, I got 15 drinks. All I got to do, if I don't like it, I'll just throw it back. So I'm trying all these drinks and trying in typical embarkation day fashion. I think I had 12 by the time it was 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, hammered beyond belief. So Krista drags me back to the room, and we sleep with body pillows. Yeah. And so one of our cruise tips is to bring the case for it and ask them to bring you 2 pillows.
Yes.
And then you just stuff the 2 pillows in your body pillow case, and bada bing, you got yourself a body pillow. So Krista says, well, I'm all hammered. I'm gonna go make our pillows. And in my drunk mind, I thought that was hilarious, right? That she was gonna go make pillows. Like she would be like stuffing feathers in there. And she's like laughing at me. And I said, what do you want? We're just a bunch of degenerates. And then when it came time to name the channel, that was what we chose, was Degenerate Cruisers, because we get on a ship to act like some people would classify as a degenerate. And over the course of time, it's kind of grown where we almost, I like to challenge people's belief in what they think of when they see other people. I can look at you and I think I know you, and I think I know what you're all about. But every time I dig a little deeper, I'm always shocked to find out that there's much more to you. And
That's
so
right.
if you would stick through the first 10 minutes of a degenerate video, you realize that we're just like everybody else.
And actually that us coming up with the degenerates, it's actually on video. So it's on our embarkation day video on the Miracle.
Everything is, because it's 4.5 hours long.
Yeah, but it's our vacation video, and we didn't want to cut anything out because we really had a lot of fun.
And we got back from the vacation and we were hooked.
Yeah.
So we booked another cruise but before we were practically disembarked.
Yeah. Well, we were on 5 cruises and
then I was watching like Griffin Alyssa stuff, Clayco from the ship show stuff, and Sharon at Sea stuff, Lita Loca, Paro DJ stuff, and I started figuring out more about editing that maybe you didn't want to see every stingray that I saw in Grand Cayman. So I started going, okay, like 100 stingrays is enough. We'll just minimize that to 45 seconds of stingrays with a little bit of the experience, and started editing it more towards something that I thought looked fun to watch, but was still authentic to us.
Yeah, that actually, I think I told you this, and I actually put a link into your video. When we went to Grand Cayman, we watched your video and how you did Stingray City, and then you went and swam with the turtles and the turtle farm or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And we didn't have quite as good of a experience with the stingrays. For some reason, there was a ton of boats and there was few stingrays that day. But
a lot of people.
We watched your video and booked it from that. I mean, we'd definitely go do it again because
it was fun.
It was fun. But we watched your video, and that's what got us hooked on booking that excursion. Because I mean, it was just I know you said it was a long video, but it was packed full of stuff, and we got to see, you swimming through the Turtle Bay and and snorkeling in with them. I mean, that was really killer. That was a great video.
We've done Stingray City twice.
Yeah, we went back and did it with Spiker's Crazy Adventures, and it was a little rougher that time, so the experience wasn't as cool as the first time, where it was just amazing. So maybe we got on a good day, but a good day in Grand Cayman is better than a bad day at work, or a bad day in Grand Cayman is better than a good day at work, right?
There you go.
The water is so crystal clear there. I mean, it was just so beautiful there.
Yeah.
So that may lead into a little bit. I'm sure you've been asked this question before, but again, there's still new people maybe in here wanting to know is what is your favorite so far? Your favorite port or your favorite excursion that you guys have went on so far?
This is like a continuation of the marriage game. Are we on the same page here, or do we get an answer different?
It could be two different answers. I mean, Michelle might have two different ones.
1, 2, 3.
Roatan.
Cozumel.
Hey, we love both of those places. Those are two of our favorites right there. So, can you tell us what you liked about Cozumel?
We went to Chonkanab, and we swam with the dolphins. And for me, that was a bucket list item.
Yes.
And we had done a lot of research about, I wanted to do a dolphin excursion. And so we did a lot of research because every port seems to offer them. And so we wanted to find one that really took care of the animals and looked out for their well-being. Chonkanab seems to do a great job. In fact, when we went and swam with them, the first tank we got in, the dolphin wasn't feeling it. So we got out and went to another tank. And so that even, upped my appreciation for that, for Chonkanab and the picture package was expensive, but like he said, when I was like, are you kidding me? He goes, what, you want to leave a picture here?
I'm going to go tell everybody about how great our dolphin excursion was.
So
here's the picture.
So we overpaid for the pictures, but it was a once in a lifetime thing. And
yeah, but every time we've been back to Cozumel, it's one of those, it's write your own story.
Yeah.
So you're not pinched into whatever that particular location, because in Cozumel you can do anything from Mayan ruins to swim with a dolphin to chill on in multiple badass all-inclusive resorts where I have been hammered. Thank you.
Yes.
Did y'all do Mr. Sancho's one time in Cozumel as well?
Yeah, we've done Mr. Sancho's. We've done
Nachi Kokum as well, I believe, right?
Yep.
Nachi.
Yeah, Nachi was cool.
Nachi was cool. We were actually there at the same time. Cruise Tips TV was there on the same day. So
we left her alone. We wanted to totally fanboy her, but we were like, man, she's on vacation. Leave her alone.
So you said Roatan, Jason. What would you love about Roatan?
I think Roatan really embodies that Caribbean island to me. When to understand, like, we're from Oregon. I was in California, and Krista was born in Oregon, so we're West Coasters. We never thought we would have the opportunity to explore the Caribbean. But you have these ideas of what it looked like from pictures and, the internet and stuff like that. So when we got off the ship in Roatan and we went to our excursion, I was like, this is the Caribbean. And it was just so, so cool. And another one of those places that can be whatever you want it to be.
Yep.
But just beautiful.
In Roatan, we did Daniel Johnson's Monkey and Sloth Hangout.
It's incredible.
That was incredible. And that's the one thing that kind of concerns me about when we do get back to cruising is, these small places like Daniel Johnson's or Mr. Sancho's or Nachi Kokum, if they don't work a deal out with Carnival, are they going to be able to survive? And that's what hurts me.
Sad.
Because, Daniel Johnson's Monkey and Sloth Hangout, they rescue animals from zoos all over the world. And everything, all the money they have is there. I mean, it's not. And I think that Little French Key caught fire a few years back, and they were trying to save the animals and stuff. So, but that was an awesome excursion for us. We got to hold the sloth, we got to hold the monkeys.
Incredible.
Then you got to go and do snorkeling and spend some time at the beach, and it was like $55 a person.
It wasn't that expensive.
It was dirt cheap, and it was a great time. And I think we paid a person to drive us there. a little extra. It was like another $20.
Yes.
They were willing to stop and show us anything. And we were able to take our son, he's 10 years old, but we went through some of the bad parts of town. And he got to see where people lived, and the dogs were not inside. The dogs were outside, tied to a tree or up underneath a house. And it just crushed his heart. And I was like, Anthony, not everybody's like the U.S. We're really blessed here in the U.S. to have what we have. And it was a good learning experience for him.
Yeah, definitely a culture shock for him.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things we love about cruising is that buffet style. Get off and check out the local culture in a manner that's quick and easy and safe, or avoid whatever you want and go make some Americanized experience. But it's really up to you as to how deep. I've even seen carnival excursions that actually where you volunteer your time and go do some charitable work locally. So that's pretty cool. But or you can go hit up a beach resort and get hammered on blue Cozumels.
That's fun too.
Yeah, and Mr. Sanchez is definitely at the top of our list if we can get back to Cozumel, because I've enjoyed Cozumel. I think we've been twice, and we did Nachi Kokum one time. The other time we just kind of hung around in the area, but we really like Cozumel. And I know a lot of people are like, well, it's too busy, there's too much going on, but I really like it.
I think Cozumel's got the coolest port area. So you go do your excursion, and then you're not like, I hate to say this negative about Nassau, but you get back from your excursion in Nassau and you got to run the gauntlet through all of the vendors, and it's just all you can do is really get back on the ship. Where in Cozumel, you can be 3 hours early for your ship and just go start and hitting up the Fat Tuesdays and the Ass Guy, Dos Amigos, and there's just a ton of things to get into and party down.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you have so many pier runners in Cozumel, is because you could just wait until the last horn blow and make a run for the ship.
Yeah, I've actually looked at just flying to Cozumel and getting a VRBO and spending a week there and then flying back. Because that way we could experience Mr. Sancho's. We could do more.
They're trying to stay in business off the price of the hotel room for a night.
They are.
It's like
we looked at that too. I got my 50th that's coming up, and we looked at flying either straight to Cancun or straight to Cozumel, actually. And we were going to stay in Cozumel and visit Mr. Sanchez because that was on our bucket list. But now with all the requirements and everything going on, I don't know. We may end up coming down to Florida. We're thinking about coming the first week of April down and checking Disney out, and then going down to Tampa and visit the Tampa Aquarium there. But we may head down there the first week of April. Anthony's out of school, but I think we're going to come down there and spend some time in Florida.
Let us know.
Yeah, we'd love to buy you a beer.
Definitely would.
Sounds like fun.
So yeah, I was looking back at some of your videos and some of your older videos. The one with the room tour. The people bring that up like I am right now all the time. That is so funny.
It's hilarious.
We watched
cry
it.
laughing.
We watched it again last night, and you kind of making fun of yourself on your earlier videos and how long you are. We probably got 8 hours into your into some of your older videos.
Wow,
but
you guys do your research.
But yeah, we'd watched them before, but we went back and tried to catch back up on them. But that was so hilarious with the Jason's version of it and then Krista's version of it.
Yes.
Do people still bring that up to you now about the
generally, Clayco, when he came out with the Cruisely Awards with the little rooster, we won an award for it, so that drove a lot of traffic to people that saw it, and so we see people and they think it's hilarious. But there's so many good room tours out there, right? You're not gonna you expect some serious room tour from us. It just wouldn't even really fit in with our jam. So
right,
every time we get to do a room tour, we're gonna try and come up with something ridiculous, and that was our first run at it. And Krista's like 4 minutes and 30 seconds long, and I'm like, boom, 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 done.
We were on the when we did our room tour. Our favorite room so far has been the extended aft balcony on the Miracle. And when I was searching that room number up that we booked it on, Sherry from Cruise Tips TV had done a room view on that exact same room. Wow. And I came this close to doing something funny about it, and I was like, well, nah, she'll probably think you're an a-hole if she even knows who you are. But I kind of backed off on it. But yeah, I personally do like the room tours. If I get a room, if I book something in advance and I know the room, I put that room number in YouTube and put the ship name and see if somebody,
see what it looks like.
Just to see if it's if it's going to be on the left or the right, and if they have a couch that turns into a bed for Anthony. But I'm one of those guys that I actually do that. I do look at them and see what's going on with them.
I've booked rooms based on the room tour.
Yeah, cool. So is there any of your videos that you guys have out now that you're like, that's my favorite video I put together, and either maybe it hasn't taken off and done that well, or maybe it's done really well that you're like, man, I know you're proud of all of them, but man, I really like this video. And you're like, hey, I'm proud of it, you know?
I think my biggest disappointment video so far was the Christmas one we did at Give Kids the World. It's a really great charity, and they take terminally ill children, put them on a plane, and bring them out to this resort. Free Disney tickets on the house, everything, ice cream for breakfast. It's just a really phenomenal charity for children. And we had really wanted to drive attention to that. They were closed down since March last year.
Yeah.
And so they decided to throw a fundraiser there over Christmas and had corporate sponsors come in and decorate each of the villas. And so you would walk through this, just this magic Christmas land. And you would see all of these sponsors, and then they raised $1.2 million. With the entry admission was only $15. What the sponsors gave them, and we tried to drive some traffic over toward that, and it was like 100 views. I was just sitting there like, man, I really wanted to do some good on that one. After, you go out and you have some drinks and shoot the shit and yuck it up, and that one was probably like.
I think mine was the Central Florida Zoo, because, as you mentioned, all these zoos and all these places that are taking care of animals, the pandemic shut down all their income generating techniques. I mean, when you pay to go see something, you're helping to take care of the animals, and zoos couldn't shut down. The animals still have to be fed and watered and need medical care. And so when we went to the Central Florida Zoo, and they mentioned to us, they're hurting.
Yeah.
And all zoos and any sanctuaries, I mean, they're all in serious trouble because they can't do.
Yeah, they can't lay everybody off. They still have to feed all the animals.
Yeah. So
my heart's breaking.
Yeah, we're big animal lovers. We love animals. Even though years ago I used to do a lot of hunting and stuff, I've kind of got out of that. But we love animals. We're dog people. We're not cat people. We used to be cat people, but we are dog people. And but we love animals.
People.
Lizard, snakes. We got them all. We got them all now. Our son's got 2 lizards, a snake, and so we love reptiles too. But that's a big thing we thought about Florida, going down to Florida, is because I wanted to go see some gators and maybe even do an airboat ride. Have y'all been on any kind of excursion like that down in Florida since you've moved there on an airboat? Ride?
We did do an airboat ride. I don't think we videoed it.
No, there is video of it, but it's on Facebook. If you go do it, I recommend Lake Jessup. There's Black Hammock Adventures. They have every alligator they catch somewhere that it doesn't belong there. That's a naughty alligator. They drag it to Lake Jessup and throw it in the lake.
So that's the alligator
there
lake.
It is infested with alligators. So you'll definitely see an alligator if the temperature's right.
Right. And you'll see little baby ones like on the shore before you even get on the boat.
And the pilot is fearless.
Oh, yes.
They have all their paths cut out, and they know exactly how fast they can hit the corner, and you'll end up with broken brush on your face and stuff like that. It's really epic.
Another thing that we really, if you like reptiles, we did do a video on a serpentarium that's down in Kissimmee, and then there's another one, or St. Cloud. There's another one north of us in DeLand where they actually extract venom.
I've seen that video. Yeah. That's cool.
That one was a little. I would prefer the one in DeLand. We've been to both places, and the one in DeLand's got a little bit better setup, and
but
still, it's just really cool to see these highly venomous snakes, and seeing what good they can do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So is there any bucket? I know you've been, basically looking back at your channel, you're kind of like a lot of us. 2 years ago, everything was heavy cruising. And then about a year ago, everything kind of shut down. And I've seen you guys have started doing some other type videos, which is great. I love that about channels and how the cruising genre is kind of adapted and either did land-based vacations or other things. And I saw you guys did as well. I saw Animal Kingdom yesterday. We watched that because that's probably one of the places we'll go when we come down here to Florida. It looked like the crowd there was not very bad. Was it or was it not? I mean, you guys have been to Disney a few times now since the pandemic.
Yeah, we go usually about every 2 weeks to Disney. We know we're getting close to our blackout dates, so we don't go in June or July.
Yeah, there ain't nothing else to do right now. I mean, well, there's plenty in Florida. Florida's open.
Yeah,
but,
Florida's open.
Disney, we're trying to create the same entertainment, and we thought it would be cool since we're Florida based, and a lot of cruise ports are in Florida. If we went out and explored the area and showed people what they could do on days before and days after a cruise.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody knows about Disney World, but we're trying to take apart maybe unknown stuff and things like that, lesser popular rides.
The parks aren't, the last 2 weekends, because we've been the last 2 weekends in a row, and they've been a little fuller the last 2 weekends, but we've also had the Super Bowl in the area. We've had the Daytona 500, President's Day. So there's been a lot of things happening in Florida the last couple weekends. So it has been busier, but still for the most part, you're waiting for less than an hour to get on a ride.
The parking lot is almost empty because they have the capacity limits. I think it's 30% right now.
35.
That 30 or 35% is of 100% capacity. So they only reach max capacity like between Christmas and New Year's, really, really super busy days, and when you would not want to be there, just a sea of people. And so 30% of that's still a lot of people. What they've had to do is socially distance on the rides, though. And
that
so
creates ridiculous
when you have every other row emptier, you can only allow so many people. We did Tom Sawyer Island yesterday. They can only put 3 parties on the ship. So it makes a pretty long queue to get on that, even though when we got to the island, it was pretty bare.
Yeah.
But we had the same experience like on Slinky Dog Dash. The line was it was out of that land because they were having to socially distance on the ride itself. So a third of the people with a third of the people on a ride equals a full length line.
Yeah.
So on the Animal Kingdom ride that you were in, the kind of like the little bus type thing, we rode that before.
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, yes. you were sitting directly behind the driver. Was anybody else behind you at all?
Yeah, they have plexiglass in between the rows. So we had our own row.
Yeah, plexiglass behind you, but an open window here because the air won't go that way. It only goes behind you.
Right.
Yeah, it was open on the sides, but there was plexiglass between each row. And you have to wear masks. They are very, very...
They are militant about the masks.
Yeah,
we saw him reaming out a 2-year-old yesterday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't have it above his nose.
That's
most places, like we went down to Island H2O over the summertime, and they're like, yeah, you should totally wear a mask, but no enforcement.
Yeah.
And Disney will tell you to put the mask on over your nose.
Yes. You can't have it down below your nose.
The state of North Carolina is 5 and under doesn't have to wear a mask. Even though they may ask them to, they by law, state-wise, they can't. But I guess when something's privately owned, they can do what they want to do if they really want.
Yeah, it's 2 and over at Disney, and if the kid isn't cooperating, they'll ask you to leave the park.
If you lose your mask on a ride, like you're on a roller coaster and the mask flies off, they will basically escort you to a store to buy a new mask.
Wow. I mean, I guess in some sense, for people wanting to be safe and everything, and they don't want to shut down. I mean, they were shut down for a long time.
Yeah, we get it, right? We just want to go out and have some fun, and obviously we don't want to run the numbers up because what happens if that happens. Whether or not the mask is, everybody can decide for themselves what they think about it. But
we're fully vaccinated.
We're happy to comply so we can go have some fun. We're waiting for cruising to tell us what we need to comply to so we can get to it.
Yeah, we've had both our vaccinations. Our second shot was in January 30th. So
you kind of had. I mean, my wife had a kind of a rough time with it. I think you did as well, Krista. But yes, Jason, you didn't have any issues.
No, easy money.
It was rough.
My butt.
Yep, me too.
Yes.
So, what do you guys got planned in the future right now? Are you kind of just waiting to see? You got anything booked in the future, or kind of just waiting right now to see what happens?
We are booked on cruises or cruise.
Yeah.
We're not even asking for time off anymore. I'm tired of going to my boss saying, "Hey, can I totally have this week in May off?" So if it and then the email came out today from Carnival with, hey, if you want to cancel, that's cool with us. And if you're willing to stick with it, then we'll throw you a little OBC. So it's kind of at least they didn't cancel it, but it was like, what are you doing? And we're speculating that we think they're trying to thin the limit or the amount of people on that cruise, and maybe see if they're going to sail with lesser capacity. It's overbooked or something, but.
So
that's where we're at.
We have Daytona Bike Week coming up. We have some more Disney adventures coming up.
Hot air balloon ride
coming up.
That'd be cool.
We have we're scheduled, and we have our Victory Casino Cruise on the 13th. Which is the closest we can get to a cruise right now. So the Victory Casino Cruise is running.
So we're having a group cruise on the 13th. It's $13 and it includes drinks if you want
to do that. Me and Michelle's been trying to figure out how can we get a flight down there, keep Anthony for a couple of days. Let's go down there, do that, spend the night, and then come back the next day. We're trying to figure it out. But with her being a nurse and my job, that they're so fun. Like right now, flying is still on the ban list at my work and her work. So if we did do that, when you come back, you have to quarantine for 10 days, and then you got to take the test. You got to wait so many days before you can take the test. I mean, I'm kind of ready like everybody else. I'm ready for it to be over with, so we can just go back.
And that's exactly why we saw more out-of-state license plates at Disney yesterday than we did Florida license plates.
We're seeing a lot of out-of-state license plates around the house, and we're not really close to any of the attractions. We're about 45 minutes away, and we're people are bailing. Because Florida's open. We went to the movies this weekend.
Yeah, we went to the movies.
Yeah. Hey, so we went way over on your time. We appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome. You're kind of the original list, the kind of folks we love to watch and check out. Been a big fan of you guys, Jason and Krista. When we first started this channel up about a year ago, well, as far as the group page, y'all were one of the first ones that joined our group page, and we're just big fans. I love what you guys put out. I love your editing. I like the it is what it is. This is how we are vibe that you put out, which I know is genuine. And we love that about you guys. It's just been nothing but fun watching. I love the horror thing that you went to a couple weeks ago that Adam the Woo went to the day before you. Me and Anthony watched that, and we were like, man, that's so cool. I'd love to go to that. But I also love the videos you guys do. I don't know if you get a lot of feedback on this, but when you show us part of Florida, like you went and showed us the hot dog place that, I think Elvis had been at one time, or maybe I got that wrong, but. And then you also went and showed the bridge and the history about the bridge and the, I think it was the bridge that went down, or a boat ran into the bridge or something like that. But some of that historical stuff that you guys do, from somebody that lives outside of Florida, I love seeing that kind of stuff. And it may just be me. I'm a nerd, but
you are a nerd.
I am a nerd, but I love stuff like that. Any kind of historical information like that. I'm just putting my plug in there that keep doing stuff like that, because we love stuff like that too.
Yes. It's just little fun things that we like to go and do, and
it's tough.
We don't want to sit at the house.
It's tough times for a cruise channel or a travel channel right now, because there are no cruises. So how do we keep doing us and continuing our adventure? We're not just going to sit here and get another day older without trying to have some fun.
Well, and we tried doing these drink videos, but I'm telling you right now, I had about 4 months where Sunday was not an option to do anything because I was hungover
and we were getting fat.
And all we'd drink, and then I'd get stupid, and then I'd be hungover all day Sunday, and we couldn't do anything because I was hungover. And
when we went on the Miracle, I was 194, and after we were done doing a year's worth of drink videos, I was 235. Something had to be done.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's a quick question, real quick. I got to let you guys go. I know we're already 15 minutes into Blaine's show, but that was a question I kind of brought up to you today, Jason. And you kind of just said, hey, for health reasons, I had to stop doing it. But I know you started doing the Saturday and the drink of the week and all that. Will we see that again at some point, or did you guys enjoy doing that, or what's your thoughts on that? Because those drinks were pretty cool to watch you guys hang out by the pool and create a drink.
Yeah.
Well,
you also provided the history there. That goes back to the history again. you
Yeah.
added the history behind the drink, and that's what I
Absolutely.
really love.
Absolutely, it's on the table in the future, like we were talking about.
Blackout dates.
It's tough to sit there and say, "Hey, you should totally have a Miami Vice. Here's how you make it. Here's this cool drink that you're not going to get." So it's almost, you know, like, are you serious? You're going to rub this in? You know. So we laid off the drink video, where we got on the diet, and we even joined the gym now to try and accelerate that, so we can get back to doing some funner things and eating some stuff and doing our thing. So yeah, I'm sure.
See, we miss Krista and Jason.
We'll revisit it. Probably after cruising starts, though.
Cool
Yeah.
deal.
I'm guessing probably this summer, because we love hanging out in our backyard, and it's just a convenient time to do it because we're already in the yard, and we're at home, and
Certainly got all the booze here.
we have lots of booze.
Cool deal. Hey, well, guys, we appreciate you so much. Thanks for dropping in with us. Please come back another night and do this again. We had a great
Yes,
time,
we
you
had a
guys.
great time. Thank y'all.
And you guys got
Thank
so
you
much
for inviting
experience in cruising and also with Florida. We'd love to have you back on again.
No problem.
We'd love to be here. So, thank you very much for the invite. We appreciate you guys. Love it.
All right, thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. So, wow, man, we went way over tonight. I'm
Yes, we did.
sorry, Blaine, if you're watching this. But the show went a little long tonight. Adventures Head just kept getting everything right, and it's hard to.
I know, we can blame them.
I mean, let's just blame Adventures Ahead. I blame them for everything else. And they got, what, 7 out of 10, or 5 out of 8 questions they got right tonight. But, hey, Jason and them are an awesome couple as well.
Yes.
Jason and Krista with
Just
Degenerate
very
Cruisers.
genuine, funny.
Very down to earth, just like Josh and Michelle. You know, maybe Josh and Michelle can be as funny as they are one day. I don't know if they'll quite get there, but we go to Josh and Michelle for serious cruise news. I mean, whenever I need to find out what's happening on a cruise or what ships are coming in or which ones are being canceled, I always go to Adventures Ahead because they do such a great job of keeping us up to date on everything. So, all right, my sarcasm is gone now. I'm seeing the laughing things here. Look at him. Hey, he's probably saying, "Hey, yeah, what a hole." All right, guys. Hey, we had a great time tonight. Thank you, guys. Please like and subscribe to some of these other channels. Like we said tonight, you know, we'll have to see it in the month of March if I know with this we're moving to an 8:00 time slot on Thursdays in March, so that may be tough for Josh and Michelle to come on and defend it. We may have to even look at going on a Saturday night or something, maybe before their show, to let them defend their title. But we'll work with them on that as long as they keep winning the
We'll
champs.
get it figured out.
And they'll keep coming back on. We'll keep letting them defend that title, and maybe they'll win it like Ric Flair, like 10-time world champion or something. You know, who knows? But thank you guys so much. You have a great night.
Thank you.
We love you guys, and take care. God bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.